Have you done any home improvement projects before? What kind of project was it? What made you decide to do that project?
Model answer. The most recent home project was to fix the old bathroom. The toilet was old and cracked, so we had to replace it with a new one. In addition, we changed the lower pipe of the washstand, which was often clogged. The light has also been replaced with a power-saving LED bulb. Everything was done quickly and perfectly, as the repairman was good at his job. It cost a lot, but I felt so good to see the clean bathroom after everything.
I redid the wallpaper last year. I added features to the kitchen for my family. I added a hot tub spa to the bathroom. We installed a sprinkler system to protect our home from fire. I repainted rooms and walls when I moved into this house. I furnished the house with new furniture. I replaced the windows because of the noise outside. We wanted to soundproof our rooms. We waterproofed the basement. We repaired the plumbing and electrical systems before we moved in. We bought new heating equipment because the house was too cold. My father upgraded the ventilation and air conditioning systems.
I make small household repairs by myself. I did research on the internet, in the library, and at the bookstore. I kept a record of the construction details. I checked the construction process carefully. I kept the receipts related to the remodeling. I bought all the tools I needed.
I wanted to avoid mistakes and unexpected problems. I made sure to get all the materials ready before starting my work. I practiced first before I started the job. I got useful advice at the local hardware store. I made a list of everything I was doing. I felt pretty nervous before the project started. It felt so good to see the house totally changed. It cost money, but I was happy to see the house change. After the remodeling, I felt like I designed a new house by myself. There are always problems to fix in any home. Please tell me about an experience when you did a home improvement project, and explain to me how things changed before and after that project.
Model answer. It was last summer when rain was pouring. Suddenly, rainwater leaked into my bedroom, and I found that the window frame was old and cracked. I had to replace it, but I was worried about the cost. Fortunately, one friend of mine gave me a good tip. My friend recommended I use a special glue that sticks only to cracked areas, and it worked like magic. Since then, the glue has been used in many ways to fix my house.
In the middle of a home improvement project, you can face difficulties. Tell me about some problems or issues that can happen in the process of a project.
Model answer. The biggest problem when repairing a house is spending more money than you initially thought. I don't know why, but every time I do a house repair project, I think there is always a difference between my budget and the actual cost. During my last house repair project, I had a problem with my contractor because of additional costs. I could not stop the project, so I had the work completed. However, I wasn't happy with the situation.
When you have done a home improvement project, how did you go through the process? Please introduce each of the steps you took from beginning to end.
Model answer. When I am doing a home improvement project, the first thing I do is to call several companies and get estimates. After comparing them, I choose the company that gave the most reasonable estimate. Later, the project schedule is adjusted and the construction starts. I tend to leave everything to my contractor. The final step is to examine carefully whether I like the results or not, and then I pay.
You might have had a home improvement project before. I also had an experience of doing a home improvement project. Please ask me several questions about that.
You had a home improvement project before. That sounds really interesting. I want to ask you some questions about that if you don't mind. What kind of project was it? Did you start the project because there was a particular problem in your house? If so, what was the problem? How much did you spend for the project? Did you have difficulties while doing the home improvement project?